In the heart of America, where history lives in every monument and every heartbeat of freedom flows through generations, there exist tiny pieces of metal that hold the power to change lives. Coins that are more than currency. Coins that carry the stories of presidents who shaped a nation. Coins that collectors spend their entire lives hoping to find and treasure hunters still search for in forgotten drawers. Old banks, ancient vaults, and dusty attic boxes. These are not just any coins, these are United States presidential dollar coins. Rare, extraordinary, and unbelievably valuable, hidden among millions, yet destined for only the luckiest eyes to ever see them as the years passed, and memories of these leaders faded. Their legacies remained forever preserved in golden hues, with edges inscribed by history itself, from Grover Cleveland, who served not once but twice in the highest office, to James Garfield, whose leadership was cut short, and Thomas Jefferson, whose vision built the foundation of democracy. Every one of their coins holds mystery and unimaginable worth. Imagine the thrill when a simple pocket change discovery turns into a life-changing moment. Tonight we uncover 3 of the rarest and most astonishing presidential dollar coins that collectors across America dream of finding, and they could be closer than you think. Subscribe now to World Rare Coin, and let the treasure hunt begin. In the grand story of America, leadership has always come with sacrifice and responsibility, and among those who stepped into the highest seat of power, Grover Cleveland remains a name spoken with admiration, courage, and a legacy unlike any other, because he is the only president who served 2 non-consecutive terms, a leader who fought corruption, protected the power of the people over politics, and defended the American dream with an iron heart. And in the year 2012, the United States Mint chose to honor his achievements in a golden tribute, a presidential dollar coin dedicated to his remarkable first term, a coin that whispers history through every engraved line, and in extremely rare cases, carries a fortune worth changing lives forever. Imagine this scene. Somewhere in a quiet American town, an older man sits in his small living room, a humble wooden table in front of him, a small box of coins by his side, a lifetime of collecting thrown together like memories trapped in metal. He opens the box out of habit, never expecting much, but this time something feels different. The shine of one particular coin, slightly brighter, warmer in color, catching the glow from a nearby lamp. He picks it up, feels the weight between his fingers, the detailed engraving of Grover Cleveland staring back with timeless authority. He turns the coin to see the date, and his heart skips, because it reads 2012, Grover Cleveland, first term. And suddenly the air feels heavier, because he knows what he might be holding. Not just a coin, but a national treasure. Collectors across America and around the world know the truth. Not all coins are equal. Some have secrets hidden in their surfaces, mistakes from the mint, extremely low production quantities, rare striking variations, and above all, condition. Because condition is everything in numismatics. The difference between a coin worth $1 and a coin worth $8 million can sometimes be one tiny detail, a single scratch, or an untouched pristine shine. This is why grading exists. This is why collectors hunt for perfection. And this Grover Cleveland coin, when found in the highest possible grade by PCGS or NGC, becomes one of the most astonishingly valuable presidential dollar coins known. To fully understand the power of this coin, we must explore its attributes, the physical details that make it not just government currency, but a piece of art, preserved history, and investment gold. This coin features a beautifully detailed portrait of Grover Cleveland on the obverse, his serious expression reminding us of the storms he navigated as president. The edge of the coin isn't flat or simple. It carries inscriptions of the year, liberty, mottos of the nation, all carved into the edge to prevent counterfeiting. The weight of this coin rests around 8.1 grams, a perfect balance that collectors appreciate, and its thickness allows just enough space for inscriptions that tell a hidden story. Its diameter, 26.5 millimeters, sitting comfortably in the palm. But inside that small circle lies a chapter of American strength and honor. The man holding it still doesn't know if this coin is the one, but he cannot let go of the possibility that this little golden miracle is worth more than every possession he owns. And suddenly his hands tremble. His heartbeat grows louder, because if this coin has the rare error version or a flawless grade certified by PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company, it could change everything. Grading is a world of its own, a delicate science where magnification, light reflection, mint luster, and microscopic imperfections determine the destiny of a coin. A coin graded MS-70, mint state perfection, means value beyond imagination, and that is exactly what gives this coin its legendary status. Collectors say the rarest examples of this coin come from unexpected places: uncirculated rolls stored away in banks, hidden government mint bags that were never opened, forgotten sets purchased as souvenirs and left sealed in closets for decades. The rarest ones contain a subtle variation or mint error, maybe a misaligned die, a missing edge lettering, or an early strike that captured the design flawlessly before the machines wore down. Every tiny detail adds more mystery, more excitement, more worth. Now let us go back in time, to a powerful turning point in American history. Grover Cleveland stepped into the White House facing unstoppable waves of political corruption. He stood for honesty, for the working citizens. He rejected greed and refused to bow to wealthy interests controlling the nation. He was a leader who wanted fairness, integrity, and a strong economy for the United States, and this presidential dollar coin honors not just the man, but the mission he carried on his shoulders. When you look at this beautiful strike, you are holding a symbol of bravery and justice itself, something that lives forever even when centuries pass. As the collector continues to examine the coin, doubt creeps into his mind. Could it be just a common version, or could he actually be holding a hidden fortune? This is the moment where every collector feels that electric spark, hope fighting against uncertainty. And the only way to know the truth is to take the next step: grading, authentication, professional examination, and numismatic experts who can confirm what your eyes cannot see. This is where companies like PCGS and NGC take center stage. They protect collectors, they guarantee authenticity, and they provide a permanent record that stays with the coin forever. If the coin is flawless, if it holds the rare qualities that only a handful of coins possess, then the sealed capsule of PCGS or NGC becomes a treasure chest protecting its value for eternity. This is the road that leads to the multi-million-dollar status that makes this coin famous in rare coin circles. The collector places the Grover Cleveland coin into a soft, protective case, carefully sealing years of history into a moment of hope. His next step is crucial: finding the right place to sell if the coin turns out to be rare. And you, watching this video, may be closer to that same reality than you think. A coin like this can be sold through major auction houses, legendary platforms, where world-famous buyers compete for the chance to claim historical treasures, places like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections, where millions can exchange hands in just a single evening. The right venue ensures the true worth of the coin is recognized, appreciated, and rewarded. And now something even more exciting. What if someone watching right now has one of these coins in their home, sitting inside a forgotten drawer, tucked in a coin jar or souvenir folder? Imagine opening your old pocket change collection and discovering a fortune disguised as a golden dollar you never thought twice about. There are viewers right here who could be holding an opportunity that only fate could place in their palms. And that is the magic of coin collecting. The thrill of the unknown, the joy of discovery, and the possibility of a moment that turns dreams into reality. This coin carries emotional weight too, because it represents a president who did not rise into fame easily. Grover Cleveland was a man of the people, born without privilege, working his way upward through determination and grit. When his coin shines under light, it reflects the triumph of ordinary Americans who fought all odds. His leadership reminds us that anyone can reach greatness, and every collector who holds this coin holds a symbol of that American promise. For the collector in our story, the journey has just begun. He wraps the coin carefully, prepares to send it for grading, and every step becomes a heartbeat of anticipation. The world of numismatics is full of legends of individuals discovering coins worth unbelievable amounts. Coins found in old change, coins passed down unknowingly through family generations, coins purchased cheaply at flea markets that later proved to be priceless treasures. And this Grover Cleveland first-term coin stands among those legends, a golden miracle that can change ordinary days into extraordinary destinies. Now I want all viewers to take a moment. Check your wallets, your drawers, your old coin sets, because this coin might be hiding somewhere very close to you, and it could carry a story that belongs to you alone. A story worth $8 million, but more importantly, a story stamped into history forever. If you love the thrill of rare treasures, if you feel the passion that keeps collectors awake at night searching, learning, dreaming, then join this journey with us. Because here at World Rare Coin, we unlock mysteries, reveal hidden fortunes, and honor the legacy behind every rare find. Subscribe now, like this video, comment below if you want help identifying your coins, and stay alert, because this Grover Cleveland coin is only the beginning of the greatest treasure hunt in the United States. After the collector carefully packaged his Grover Cleveland coin and prepared to send it away for grading, he sat back in his chair, feeling a rush of hope that he had never felt before. But destiny, often unpredictable, still had more hidden wonders left for him next to the empty space where the golden coin once lay. He noticed another slightly older coin with a deeper golden tone, its edges smooth yet marked by time, a quiet presence that had gone unnoticed for years. And as he lifted it, the name engraved on the surface sent a deep chill of awe into his heart. Because this coin honored a president whose story was filled with tragedy and unfulfilled greatness. The coin he now held honored James Abram Garfield, the 20th President of the United States. This is not just any presidential dollar coin. This is one of the most emotionally powerful coins ever minted in the United States. It carries the face of a leader who rose from poverty, who believed in education for all people, who dedicated his life to justice, who served as president for only a few months before an assassin's bullet changed America forever. James. Garfield's legacy became a symbol of promise stolen too soon, a nation shocked, a future altered, and a leader never forgotten. And right now, this man sitting in his living room was holding that story in the form of a rare and incredibly valuable coin. Collectors know that coins connected to tragedy often become some of the most valuable and sought after, because they preserve the history that tears the heart, and remind us of moments that shaped a nation. The James Garfield Presidential Dollar coin is a golden reminder of a life that deserved more, and that emotional weight gives this coin extraordinary collectible power, especially when found in rare conditions and rare variations. The coin shines under the soft light, its golden glow radiating a quiet nobility. Garfield's portrait appears strong, thoughtful, determined, a face carved to show resilience and leadership. The inscriptions around the portrait tell a powerful story of his presidency. Its weight again, around 8.1 grams, the diameter holding at 26.5 millimeters. The thickness similar to the Cleveland coin, but the significance absolutely unmatched. Every curve and line crafted to honor a leader whose time was cut short. The edge lettering inscribed with the year of minting. Mottos of liberty and national identity, making each piece a precious work of national art. But this coin becomes truly legendary when it appears in its rarest forms. Collectors whisper stories about a special version of this Garfield coin, a version struck with a minting error so unusual and so limited that only the rarest collectors have ever laid eyes on one, missing edge lettering, doubled inscriptions, misaligned die strikes, early production coins with perfect luster and flawless surfaces. These hidden factors can transform this coin from a simple dollar into a fortune that climbs into $11 million. A value so striking that even those who do not collect coins gasp in disbelief. As the collector studies the coin, he begins to notice something curious. The edges feel smoother than normal. The usual raised inscriptions seem faint, or perhaps missing entirely. His hands begin to shake as his imagination runs wild. Could this be one of the legendary versions that collectors chase for an entire lifetime? Could he really be holding a treasure nobody ever realized rested in his home for decades? To find the truth, he knows he must take the same journey once again, the path of numismatic judgment. The careful eyes of PCGS or NGC specialists, experts who examine every small detail, who grade the quality, who authenticate the identity, who assign a permanent certificate that transforms history into wealth. Garfield coins in mint state perfection, MS-69 or MS-70, are nearly impossible to find. And when one does appear, collectors fight for it like wolves circling a priceless prize. Now, to truly understand why this coin carries such emotion, we must travel back in time again, travel to the year 1881, when President James A. Garfield stepped into the White House full of vision. He wanted civil service reform. He wanted honesty in government. He wanted fairness across the nation. But only 200 days into his term, tragedy struck. On a summer day at a train station, an assassin fired the bullet that stole America's hope. Garfield fought for months, suffering in a hospital as the entire nation waited, prayed, and feared. But fate was cruel, and his passing left America heartbroken. The memory of what could have been still echoes across history. That is why this coin is so much more than metal. It is memory, it is sorrow, it is heroism. It is the voice of a leader who never gave up, even until his last breath. And collectors treasure this piece not only because of its financial worth, but because it preserves one of the most emotional chapters in American leadership. The symbolism locked inside this small golden artifact gives it everlasting value. The collector in our story places the Garfield coin next to where the Grover Cleveland coin once sat, and he feels tears gather in his eyes, knowing that this coin is not just an object, but a life, a leader, a legacy frozen in gold. He imagines the families who have coins like this stored away in small jars and jewelry boxes, unaware that they might hold one of the greatest treasures in American coin history. And suddenly he knows that the world must be told. People must understand the importance of checking every coin, because the next legendary discovery could be just a heartbeat away. Collectors often say, "The greatest treasures are not found by those who expect them, but by those who respect them." And that is why numismatics is not a hobby. It is a journey, a passion, a lifelong treasure hunt, where every find tells a story. And this Garfield coin tells one of the most unforgettable stories ever minted. As he prepares this second coin for grading, the collector realizes that his life might already be transforming. He began this day an ordinary man with an ordinary collection. But now he may be holding not one, but two presidential dollar coins worth millions. He cannot sleep. He cannot think of anything else. The excitement consumes him, and viewers feel the same pulse of energy growing inside them. Because nobody knows. Maybe someone watching right now has this very coin. Maybe a future millionaire is sitting right here with dreams waiting to become real. There is more to learn, though, more details that could decide the destiny of such a coin. Garfield coins with full satin finish, early strike brilliance, and original government packaging untouched, can raise its value to soaring heights. The smallest signs of circulation, tiny marks from coin machines, slight discoloration, can lower the value dramatically. Condition is king. Perfection is royalty. and PCGS or NGC grading labels seal that truth forever. Collectors who own this coin must protect it carefully, avoid touching its surfaces, store it in protective capsules, keep it away from humidity and heat, because one small scratch can turn $1 million miracle into a common artifact. Worth only $1. Everything matters. Every movement counts. Every moment could save or destroy its future worth. Let us now talk about selling, because owning a multi-million-dollar coin requires expertise to unlock its true value. The best places to sell these historic treasures are major auction houses known for record-breaking. Rare coin sales, places like heritage auctions, where life-changing amounts of money are offered for coins like this, where collectors and investors gather to claim ownership of treasures from United States history. Stack's Bowers, too, another legendary name, hosting auctions that have shocked the world with staggering bidding wars. Great Collections provides transparency and global competition, ensuring coins sell for their highest potential value. Never sell a coin like this to ordinary pawn shops or casual buyers, because rare treasure deserves a legendary stage, a spotlight where its story is honored, and where collectors will fight to own it. As the video audience continues listening, a deep realization forms. This is not just a story about coins. This is about American history standing in your hands. This is about forgotten objects becoming valuable memories. This is about second chances. This is about dreams rising from dust and shining brighter than gold. The Garfield Presidential Dollar coin is proof that history is alive, breathing through the hands of collectors, speaking through the shimmer of rare artifacts. The collector, now fully awake inside his new purpose, feels more connected than ever to the past, to the leaders who shaped freedom, to the courage and sacrifice that built the United States. And now he must prepare for the next chapter of this remarkable journey, because there is still one more coin in his possession, a coin that surpasses even Garfield in value, a coin that carries the legacy of one of the greatest founders of the nation, a coin that could be worth an astounding $15 million, a coin that honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, author of the Declaration of Independence, and the visionary behind America's future. This final coin is not only legendary in financial value, but monumental in the story of America itself. The most powerful coin of this trilogy, the rarest treasure of his collection, the central piece of a history that changed the world forever. And now, dear viewer, the ultimate moment awaits. The rarest presidential dollar coin ever revealed on this channel is about to take the spotlight, and its story will shake your heart with pride and astonishment. So before we move forward, hit that like button if you love discovering rare treasures, subscribe to World Rare Coin so you never miss a legendary story like this, and leave a comment if you think you might have a rare presidential dollar coin too, because in the next part, the most extraordinary chapter begins as our collector stands in his quiet living room, his heart pounding with excitement from the incredible discoveries he has already made. He notices one last glimmer in the corner of his coin box, a glow brighter than the others, stronger, almost like a silent call from history itself. He reaches slowly, his fingers trembling with the weight of everything that has happened. And when he lifts the coin into the light, his breath stops completely, because right there in his hand lies the face of the man who shaped the soul of America, the author of the Declaration of Independence, the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. And this presidential dollar coin may very well be the most valuable treasure ever minted in the modern era. The golden shine seems deeper, richer, as if it carries the passion and bold vision Jefferson gifted to the nation. The portrait engraved shows a mind full of ideas, a leader who believed that freedom was the greatest gift a person could ever have. Every line of his image screams determination, every curve shaped with respect, the inscriptions on the edge telling a story of liberty and honor, marking this coin not just as currency, but as the heartbeat of a free world. Collectors across the United States and beyond whisper legends about a rare version of this Thomas Jefferson Presidential Dollar coin, a version struck with a unique mistake or minted in such perfect condition that only destiny chooses who finds it. A version that has valued up to $15 million, the highest worth of any United States presidential dollar coin ever recorded in numismatic history. And right now, the collector, in our story, fears to even blink, afraid that this miracle in his hands might disappear. The weight of the coin rests around 8.1 grams, its diameter a familiar 26.5 millimeters, the thickness carrying the precious edge lettering that reveals hidden identity. But the true magic lies beyond basic dimensions and design. The real power of this coin is the connection it has to the birth of a nation, the fight for independence, and the foundation of democracy itself. Jefferson was not only a leader, he was a thinker, a philosopher of freedom, a believer that people deserved the right to choose their future. And knowing that his face shines on this coin fills every collector with awe and respect. The collector gazes deeper, hoping to find a clue that this could be the rarest form of all. Perhaps a misaligned strike, perhaps missing edge, lettering, perhaps an early strike with perfect brilliance untouched by circulation. And suddenly he feels that electric sensation again. The very same feeling when discovering the Grover, Cleveland, and Garfield treasures. But now even stronger, because this coin is different. This coin could rise above all others. This coin could change everything forever. A coin that holds the dream of the American Revolution inside its golden shell. Now we turn back through the pages of history to the year 1776, when Thomas Jefferson took pen to parchment and wrote the words that still guide the United States centuries later. He believed that every human was born with rights that no ruler could ever take away. He believed that government existed to protect freedom, not control it. And when he later became president, he expanded the nation with the Louisiana Purchase. He opened the doors to exploration, knowledge, and progress. He invested in education and learning. He laid the foundation for a nation that could rise higher than any other. These accomplishments are not forgotten. They live inside this coin, a legacy struck in metal, preserved for generations to admire. And now imagine that someone, somewhere, unknowingly keeps this piece of history in a jar of loose change, or a drawer filled with old receipts, or a dusty shelf where forgotten objects sleep. Imagine how many people have touched this coin without realizing that fortune sat in their fingertips, that they held a piece of the American story worth $15 million, that they let it slip through their possession, unaware that destiny was knocking. Viewers watching this must feel that rush inside themselves, wondering where their own Jefferson coins are, wondering if they ever passed one through a vending machine or stored one in a travel souvenir pouch. Because coins like this appear in ordinary life, they hide behind everyday moments, waiting to be discovered by those who still believe in miracles. Collectors know the truth. Condition controls everything, because even the most legendary coin loses its power. If scratched, bent, worn, or handled without protection, the highest value versions of the Jefferson coin must remain flawless, sealed away from oxygen and human touch. Any contact could damage the mint luster, the original shine that proves this coin never served as mere currency, but remained a preserved artifact from the moment it left the mint. This is where professional grading becomes life-changing. PCGS and NGC hold the keys that unlock its destiny. Their certification is the difference between a common collectible and a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. A Jefferson coin graded at Mint State 70 becomes priceless because it is perfection itself, a flawless tribute to a flawless vision of freedom. And in that moment, the coin becomes a national treasure that collectors will never stop chasing. The collector in our story knows what must be done. He gently places the Jefferson coin into a velvet-lined protective holder, his heart racing, because after sending his first 2 coins for grading, he already stepped into a world where history becomes wealth. And now with this third and greatest piece, the future begins to change before his eyes. He feels hope blooming in his chest, like a spark becoming a wildfire. The dream that started as a quiet curiosity now becomes a journey toward unimaginable reality. Let us explore one more extraordinary truth. Jefferson coins with early strike brilliance or minted in limited test runs have been rumored to exist. Coins created before the final mint adjustments. Coins that captured sharper details and stronger metal composition. These are the coins that can push values beyond records. These are the coins that reach the staggering heights of $15 million. These coins are the ones that auction houses fight to acquire. These are the coins that collectors guard with their lives. Now imagine the auctions themselves, rooms filled with excitement, hearts pounding with anticipation, hands lifting bidding paddles higher and higher as the numbers rise into millions. Heritage auctions known for shattering world records, Stack's Bowers where history is bought and sold, great collections connecting collectors worldwide in battles of passion and wealth. These iconic marketplaces are where treasures like the Jefferson coin shine under the spotlight they deserve, where the greatest stories are told not through words, but through the thunder of final bids closing at incredible fortunes. A coin like this must never be rushed into a sale, because with patience comes power, and with power comes extraordinary reward. Collectors and investors both understand that this coin is not just metal, it is freedom made solid. It is a legacy that formed the soul of a nation. It is a crown jewel for any rare coin collection on Earth. Our collector looks at his three golden miracles, realizing what they truly represent: the fight for integrity through Grover Cleveland, the sacrifice of leadership through James Garfield, and the foundation of liberty through Thomas Jefferson. Three presidents connected not only through history, but now connected in his home, in his hands, in his life, and tears fill his eyes as he realizes he has become part of this story forever. He once believed he was nobody in a world too big to notice him, but now destiny has chosen him as the guardian of American legacy. And as he prepares to send this final coin for grading, he knows that soon the truth will be revealed, and the world will see what fate has given him. And viewers watching this cannot help but feel that spark inside them, pushing them to search for their own coins, their own hidden treasures, their own moments where history and fortune collide. Because that is the beauty of numismatics. Every coin is a mystery, every discovery a victory, every moment of hope a chance for destiny to strike like lightning, changing lives forever. This is not gambling. This is the pursuit of history. This is collecting truths forged in metal. This is connecting with the past through something real, something powerful, something priceless. Before we reveal the closing chapter of this extraordinary journey, take a moment, viewer. Look around your home. Think of the coins you have seen come and go. Remember that someone right now might be holding wealth beyond imagination, without even knowing it. And that someone could be you, a family member, a friend, anyone who believes they might have a coin that carries history within its shine, because treasure appears without warning, and those who stay curious are the ones who find it. The collector finally closes his coin box, no longer a simple container of memories, but now a chest filled with the rarest stories America has to offer. He gently places it on a shelf, and with a deep breath, he realizes a new chapter of his life has begun. A future filled with hope, with excitement, with the possibility to honor the legends who came before. And now, dear viewer, the journey continues with you, because this channel, World Rare Coin, is the home of discovery, the home of learning, the home of collectors who believe in miracles hidden inside pocket change. This channel exists to guide you, to teach you, to help you uncover the treasures that lie quietly in the world, waiting for someone bold enough to look closer. So if your heart is racing now, if you feel that curiosity alive inside you, if you want to become part of the greatest treasure hunt in America, then this is your moment. Like this video right now, comment if you want help checking your own coins, and most important, subscribe to World Rare Coin, because we are only just beginning. More rare coins, more life-changing discoveries, more hidden value waiting to be found. and we want you with us every step of the way. Share this video with your friends, your family, your fellow collectors, because someone you know might be holding the next $15 million Jefferson treasure. And together, we will keep history alive, one coin at a time. This is World Rare Coin, where history becomes wealth, where small discoveries become legends, and where every viewer is a treasure hunter. Stay curious, stay passionate, and keep searching, because the next incredible story is already waiting for you, just beneath the golden surface of a coin still undiscovered.